Hi there. My name is Brittany Gagney and I'm from North Stonington, Connecticut. I'm very interested in joining your Wisdom Within counseling family. I've come across your counseling center quite a few times, not only in job hunting, but in my experience in my internships. I've heard wonderful things, and I'm just looking for an opportunity to join a facility that can help me grow and learn, and that is a safe space to work in. I graduated from Brescia University, which is in Owensboro, Kentucky, in the Advanced Generalist program, with my undergraduate degree in 2020 and my graduate degree in May of 2021. My undergraduate internship was achieved at the Joshua Center in Groton, Connecticut. That time for me was an eye-opening experience where I learned that not only did I have a passion for working with children, but the children I was working with really resonated with me and made healing fun through playtime. The setting was ideal for me to learn how to manage crisis situations, struggles, and a plethora of mental, emotional, and behavioral issues, and still connect with the children and have fun with each child. I was introduced to group therapy and the many diverse directions each new day could bring us, and with what each new child would bring in every day, which was truly fascinating for me. I really enjoyed the group setting, even though I also enjoyed working one-to-one with the clients. I truly enjoyed opening up some of the closed doors that the children had when working with their emotions, feelings, and minds towards goals of healthier and happier moments in life. Some of the skills that I was able to work with and grow using were CBT, DBT, and tons of artistic and holistic therapies like coloring our feelings, making essential oil stress balls, creative dance and yoga moves to tell stories, and some really fun basketball games. Some of my favorite activities are getting outside and getting bodies moving, and it's another reason I kind of resonate with your counseling center. I feel that my internship at the Joshua Center taught me that coping skills such as music, hula hoops, streamers, slime, and meditations are all integral facets in working with kids who might be struggling with anxiety, depression, ADHD, and many other roadblocks. In my graduate internship, I was able to work with adults as a clinician through Northeast Medical Group, which is part of the Yale New Haven Hospital family. My supervisor was also my previous supervisor at the Joshua Center. And so I was able to actually get this internship during COVID, when internships were hard to come by. And she kind of took me under her wing, and we made that transition together, even though she had been there, I think, 1 or 2 semesters longer than I had been at Joshua Center. But so she was able to get her feet wet, going from working with children to adults. So it was a great transition and foot in the door for me. Even though COVID made this part of my journey a little trickier with throwing me into telehealth sessions, I learned so much about being adaptive and resilient. Most of the patients I was able to work with were young adults that were struggling with depression, anxiety, and mood disorders. I quickly became knowledgeable in the telehealth setting and also worked hard to master the Epic Notes interface, which I had never been exposed to anything like that. There are no classes at the time, or weren't classes at the time, that we were able to take. And in parting with graduation, it was one of the things that I had mentioned to improve the education, because since telehealth was becoming so prevalent and everyone was switching to Epic Notes, I thought it was really, important for us to learn something like that, because I was going in blind, but mastered it. Even though my sessions were virtual, I was able to connect with my patients in meaningful ways and practice mindfulness techniques, deep breathing, made genograms, journaling tasks, poetry, guided and relaxation meditations, and even some emailed mandala coloring activities. One of my favorite things to do, whether you're a child or an adult, is the mandala coloring activities. I just find it relaxing, soothing, and you're just talking away while you're coloring. So I find that's a good icebreaker. I always enjoyed asking the magic question in the very beginning of the sessions and watching the patients grow and heal and acknowledge that they had the power to get where they desired to be all along with a little help and some great coping skills. I feel that I would fit in well with the Wisdom Within family, as I've heard wonderful things about the Counseling Center in my own work in the field, and looked over the website and can sense the empathy and compassion that is said to be offered to patients there. I truly love working with children, teens, and young adults, and feel like I can help make their healing journey fun. In my last semester of graduate school, I was also able to study the Gottman method and found that I was able to really connect with patients who were struggling with trauma, PTSD, and betrayal trauma. I have found that there really is no space in our field that betrayal trauma can fit into, although, minus the near death or experiencing a close encounter with death being the only derivative that doesn't connect betrayal trauma with PTSD. I hope to research it a little bit more and become educated in it. It's something that I'm interested in, and I find that I can connect with those couples and individuals on a really comfortable level. So something I'm interested in for sure. I feel like understanding the intense emotions, feelings, and dynamics that can derail so many couples and individuals might really be the area of therapeutic care that I'm meant to work in this field. I look forward to continuing to learn as much as I can about this method and continuing to grow my tool bag of techniques to help as many clients as I can. On January 5th, I took my LMSW exam and missed the passing mark by 3 questions. I will not let that define me, as I know that I'm meant to work in this field. I can be a great catalyst of loving, healing, supportive aid with a driven passion for change and acceptance. I've learned so much over the past few years in school and with my internship experiences, and will continue to chase my goals and dreams. I plan on retaking the exam and continuing on my journey. Once I have my LMSW, I would love to continue on and accrue my LCSW supervision hours and grow to my potential, and then ace my LCSW exam. I hope you take my application into consideration to join your family of healers and can also help me to continue to grow and learn as well. Thank you for your consideration, and I look forward to hearing from you soon. If you have any other questions, I will attach my resume, my information, and I'll have to say it's been a while since I made a video, although we did make them in school quite a bit, so I was a little nervous, but honesty is the best policy. So thank you for listening, and I hope to hear from you soon.